Hi, welcome to the podcast for When the Curves Line Up for July 17, 2024, featuring a Moon-Antares conjunction. Please see the article that includes diagrams of today's events on the website at whenthecurveslineup.com. Text by Jeffrey L. Hunt. In Chicago, sunrise occurs at 5:30 a.m. Central Daylight Time followed by sunset at 8:23 p.m. Here is today's planet forecast. In the morning sky, Mars is overtaking Jupiter in the eastern pre-dawn sky. An hour before sunrise, find bright Jupiter over 20 degrees up in the east and 5.0 degrees to Aldebaran's upper left. Do not confuse the bright star Capella, nearly 30 degrees above the northeast horizon and over 25 degrees to the Jovian Giant's upper left, with the solar system's largest planet. Mars is 30 degrees up in the east and 14.0 degrees to Jupiter's upper right. The red planet is noticeably dimmer than Jupiter. Jupiter and Mars are moving eastward in front of Taurus. Jupiter is to the upper left of the V of Taurus, outlining the head of the bull, made by Aldebaran and the Hyades star cluster. Mars is 5.5 degrees to the lower right of the Pleiades, riding on the bovine's back in celestial artwork. Mars appears in the same binocular field with the star cluster as well as with planet Uranus. Mars passed the planet 2 mornings ago. This morning Mars is 1.3 degrees to Uranus lower left. Mars noticeably cuts the distance to Jupiter each morning, passing the more distant world in a month. Watch the red planet overtake Jupiter. Mars passed Saturn on April 10th. The gap between them this morning is nearly 70 degrees. The ringed wonder is less than halfway up in the south. Like Mars, the ringed wonder is not dazzlingly bright, but it is brighter than most of the stars this morning. It is 24.0 degrees to the upper left of Fomalhaut, the 13th brightest star for sky watchers at the mid-northern latitudes. Saturn is retrograding in front of a dim Aquarius starfield. During this illusion, Saturn is moving backwards against the starfield as Earth overtakes the outer planets. The line of sight from Earth to an outer planet, farther from the Sun than Earth, normally moves eastward against the starfield, but points westward for several weeks. Saturn's retrograde can be tracked in a binocular. The entire retrograde time fits into a single binocular field. Check the planet's location each week. During morning twilight Saturn is in the southern sky. It rises less than 3 hours before sunrise. Around midnight it is nearly 10 degrees up in the east-southeast. In the evening sky, Venus continues its slow entry into the western evening sky. It sets over 40 minutes after nightfall during bright twilight. About the time Venus sets, Mercury is less than 7 degrees above the western horizon. It reaches its largest separation from the Sun, known as the greatest elongation, in 5 evenings. As the planet emerges from sunlight into the western evening sky, it dims. During summer evenings, the planet's appearance is affected by longer twilight and the solar system's low angle with the western horizon. While the elongation is fairly large, 26.9 degrees at greatest elongation, the ecliptic's poor angle results in challenging appearances during bright twilight. This evening, use a binocular to see the planet as a brighter star. It is 7.7 degrees to the lower right of Regulus, Leo's brightest star. They are too far apart to appear in the same binocular field of view. The bright gibbous moon, 87% illuminated, is over 20 degrees up in the south, and 3.6 degrees to the lower left of Antares, Scorpia's brightest star, representing the arachnid's heart in celestial artwork. Earlier today, the moon occulted or eclipsed the star for sky watchers in Madagascar and southern Africa. The bright moonlight washes across the sky, dimming the stars and other celestial wonders. This evening the lunar orb is again in front of the Scorpion. Resembling its namesake, Chuba marks the forehead or crown. From Antares, the body curves toward the southern horizon, then upward to Shola and Liseth at the stinger. Use a binocular to trace the shape. The moon sets less than 3 hours before sunrise. At that hour, Saturn is over 30 degrees up in the southeast. Thank you for listening. Please read the articles at whenthecurveslineup.com.